What's up, guys? We're talking about big swim baits. I've got some new videos coming out, and they're all going to be focusing on large swim baits. The first videos are going to be kind of an overview. We're going to run down the specs on each lure, the size and weight of it. We're also going to have some clips of the swimming action, and then hopefully later this year, probably around the fall, hopefully have some of these lures in action, get some video of some big bass being caught. At my local lake, that's typically when I've had the best luck using large lures. Right now in the middle of summer, it's tough to get them to bite anything. But we're going to start off with the bull shad. This is bait that's it's made by a guy named Mike Buca. The 6-inch size, which is this one here, is probably the most common, the most well known, but they also make it in a 5, an 8, and a 9-inch. This color is a bone color. It's not the most common color. The most common is gizzard shad, but this is definitely still a gizzard shad imitator. It weighs 2 ounces. Comes with quality hardware. It's got owner hooks and split rings on it, so it comes ready to roll. No need to swap out any type of hooks or anything like that. It's got a nice shad profile. It's obviously got the 4 segments. In the water, it has a really good swimming action. One thing that's cool about this lure is you can burn it a little faster than most of your big baits. You can burn it and then kill it off, do a stop and go retrieve, and this thing will have a dying motion to it that's really nice. That's my favorite way to work it so far. But if you notice, the finish on it is it's kind of rough. It has this I guess unpolished, kind of a rougher type of look than most of your average big baits. That's something that some guys don't mind it, other guys aren't really a big fan of it. It's kind of a polarizing topic on the bull shad. Here in the southeast, it's not that big of a deal because the majority of our lakes have stained water, but I could see out there on the west coast, you're fishing gin clear water, you may prefer more of a hyper realistic type of bait that's got a little more polished of a look to it. For me personally, the action is number one, and then the profile is still a very realistic shad profile. It's just a little rougher around the edges, and it still has, if you look at this one, there's some color changing action going on there a little bit. It's the eyes look good. It's got a little bit of scale etching, a little raised gill plate. It's not like the thing doesn't look real or anything. It's you can just definitely tell by looking at it though that it's it's a little more of a rougher kind of a design. But these things, they'll run you around $50 depending on which model. The smaller ones are cheaper, the bigger ones are more expensive. They're solid baits. I'm going to put some clips of the swimming action on the end of this video so you guys can see what it looks like in the water. I'll tell you, it looks a whole lot better in the water than it does just looking at it right now, and that's typically the case with a lot of these segmented baits. They look kind of strange when you're holding them in your hand, but when you see this thing moving through the water, especially at a higher rate of speed, it really comes to life. It's it's a really great shad or baitfish imitator. So I'm going to put a few clips of that on the end of this video. But I think overall the bull shad is a great lure. I'm looking forward to spending some more time on the water with this, and hopefully when the weather finally cools off a little bit and some of the bigger fish get a little more active at my lake. Usually in the fall, the shad move to the back of coves where we have some creeks running through, and that's, you know, that's been my best luck with bait like this. So I'm hoping to, you know, get some nice footage this year on that. But I've got some other videos coming out. I've got the MS Slammer, I've got some Huddlestons, and, you know, some other nice swim baits that I'm going to talk about, and then hopefully later on have some action videos of. So stick around and check out the swimming action, and stay tuned for those other videos. You guys take it easy. Check this thing out in the water. See it? See what I can make it do? Look, see, I let it kill, let it die off. Look at it. Nah. Look at that thing. Look.